Okay, first up we have the CaTeFo Star100 wireless system, and it goes for about $60. It's the cheapest one on my list here, and you know, for the price you do get some interesting features. First of all, you get a charging case. Now, unlike some of the other charging cases, the units don't automatically turn on when you pull them out. You do have to manually turn them on. Now, CaTeFo has made some design compromises with this to keep the price down, and one of the things they've done is the body or the chassis of the transmitter and the receiver, they're identical. So you have some interesting buttons that don't do what you would expect them to. For example, on the transmitter, you've got a plus and minus button. You would think volume, but no, that's volume on the receiver. On the transmitter, one turns on noise reduction, and the other one, if you hold both of them down, you can sync the two units together. Considering how inexpensive these units are, it's nice that CaTeFo actually included an external mic input on the transmitter. Now, they don't include actual lavalier microphones, but if you do have a lavalier microphone, you can plug it right into the transmitter. That same mini jack on the receiver is a headphone monitoring output, which is also another nice touch considering how cheap these are. You get one tiny LED on these units to tell you what's going on, and it's either blue or it's green or it's blinking or it's solid or it's red or it's some combination of those. But again, you know, for $60, you're not going to get a full LED screen or something like that. Now, an interesting feature on the Star100 units that you just don't find on a lot of wireless systems is that the receiver actually has a microphone as well. So you really have three microphones. You have two transmitters and you've got a receiver. And I guess the idea is that you could have someone interviewing from behind the camera and two people on camera, and then you'd be able to pick up the audio of the person behind the camera as well. In reality, in practice, I didn't find it very useful. The sound, balancing the audio from the receiver and the transmitters is really difficult because the person with the camera is much closer to the microphone. So I didn't find that to be that great a feature. In terms of accessories, you get a case to hold the case. Now, what I mean is there's a soft case that you can put the charging case in. And this is actually a really good idea because it allows you some space to put extra cables. There's little magnets that come with the unit so you can put behind your shirt and suspend the transmitter on the middle of your shirt. And you also get some dead cats and things like that. So those all go in the case, but not the charging case, because the charging case is only big enough to put the transmitters and receiver. Now, speaking of dead cats, this is my one big issue with this unit is that the dead cats are really, really hard to put on. The first time I attempted to put them on, it must have taken me like 5 minutes to get them on. I've come up with a system now to put them on much faster, but it's not a great design. But, you know, overall, for $60, you're getting a decent amount. Now, the sound quality, not as great as wireless systems that cost more money, but, you know, if you're on a budget, this is definitely a solution to consider.